debauchery.
Stealing all.
So are we going to talk about the shittiest anime of last season?
What are you talking about? It was the best ending ever.
It was literally the biggest pile of shit I've ever watched.
We're gonna be talking about.
Sorry, no, of last season. Let me qualify because Amnesia's worse.
I was gonna say there are worse shows.
I'll be doing a double awful anime review of Amnesia and Diabolic Lovers. I already hate myself. The Sentai dub of Amnesia, by the way, just because it has to be absolute garbage.
Yep.
That's sad too.
So we're basically going to be talking about Broom Handle in the Darkness, or
if you couldn't guess already.
Broom Handler in the Darkness. The ending for it was facepalm worthy. Well, actually, okay. Here's the thing. I love Trainwreck series, and although Broom Handle had such a great premise to it and such a great idea and everything, the ending was like one of those like, what?
Yeah, this series had plot holes so large there was room for the train wreck to go through it. Like it was, oh my god.
My favorite part was when she did like her magical thing, and then after everything like happened, she's like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "No!"
Table flip. Oh no, my favorite one was when near the end where the chick who had died previously, who just like fucking melted, she's alive again, no problem.
She's like, "What's up, guys?"
Or like Kazumi, who'd been cut in fucking half, was like still alive, just fine. Like,
my favorite part though was where she's like, "I'm gonna be a badass. Don't worry, I got this. I'm gonna save the day." Like in that moment where it's like, "I'm gonna die. You're never gonna see me again." Mm-hmm. It's just Superman's away. So it goes.
Yeah, she totally did that. I must go. My planet needs me.
Goes and like saves the day and slowly floats back down. Like, I'm okay.
I'm good. I don't know who any of you are, but I'm good.
Yeah.
And then
whoever you are, I'm good.
Then he just like did his like cry, like, like
oh god, that main character was awful.
Oh my god. I kind of had high hopes.
I had decent expectations for this series, and it went downhill so fast.
No.
I think we have a podcast where we all talked about expectations for it, and it was all actually like, it sounds decent.
Yeah, I think we did. I think we had a preseason thoughts one. I think it was all of us actually.
Mm-hmm.
We had a preseason thoughts.
And this is one of the ones that were like, okay, this is kind of interesting. And then you told me that's the same writer for Elfen Lied, right? Which I didn't think it was too bad. I know people didn't like it as much. It had better story, like not as much plot holes than Broom Handle.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
It had moments that made you connect to it more through mostly anger, really, and depression, which is kind of not the most positive thing.
As opposed to Brunhilde, which was just
soul-crushingly
terrible.
You were just confused the whole time.
Oh god.
I like. Remember there was that one witch, the one that was like, I got $10 for showing him my boobies.
Oh yeah.
I was like, really? They're gonna do this.
Oh.
What's her name again? The pink haired chick?
Oh, Kazumi.
Kazumi, like I hated her character so much.
Yeah, it was
I don't want to die
bang
virgin.
me now? Like you should bang me. You should totally bang me. You can bang me if you want. It's like, no, he doesn't want to bang you. He wants to bang his childhood friend. Which my favorite part about that was when they did, it was like the second episode or something, where he sees that it's her, and then they freaking time skip backwards. They time rewind.
Nope, you don't remember.
And he doesn't know anymore. I'm like, that was a plot contrivance if ever I've seen one.
Now, you know the best part, though, that makes even more of a contrivance and more of like a plot hole, is how he's photographic memory, so she couldn't erase his mind, that one witch later on, but he can't remember when things go back in time still?
Because it never happened. You can't remember things that never happened.
Yeah, that's the plot. That's the way they're gonna explain it.
That's the way they're gonna explain it. That's because the rules of time travel aren't set. There's like 4 or 5 different rules.
We already went through this time travel thing, and that I'm saying that's Steins;Gate, where he explains the whole time travel thing.
Well, that's one explanation for it. I also feel like we've talked about this time travel bit before. And,
we did.
And another spoiler alert that I was on.
That was the other one.
It's just it was a show with really good potential, though. That's the thing that pissed me off the most.
Yeah, and it was probably the biggest disappointment of the season for me.
Yeah.
I had a lot to talk about with that, so I was thinking of doing a separate video for it, even because there's just so much to talk about with it, about how much they screwed up.
Yeah, and I love how they basically left a ton of plot holes and a ton of unresolved plot points.
Now, I don't know if I don't know the source material. I don't know if they actually explained it as much as they did or lack of there in the series, but I'm sure in the actual plot, source material they did, but I feel like maybe they rushed it at the end because they figured they weren't going to get the 24 episode.
Well, it was originally going to be 12
right.
episodes, so it ended up being 13, which means that they needed extra time. But
right.
there's no way it's ever going to be 24. There's no way they could get 2 core out of that series.
Yeah, so they kind of just rushed it through, I'm guessing.
Just...
It was very disappointing. I loved it. I loved how disappointed we were.
The Jackie Chan, the Jackie Chan kick at the end too, the last episode, out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was great. Oh, and the censorship drove me insane as well.
Oh yeah.
What are you talking about exactly again? I keep forgetting every time you say that.
It would be bright, like either really bright.
Or they just did like black blurring over it, or they do like massive white lens flare censorship over it.
Yeah, they did that during the
they try to make it look natural, but it doesn't look natural.
Like, we all know that this is not natural. This is not
like the melting witches. They made it
like, why are you censoring
bright.
that? Like they censored the melting witches. They censor any blood and gore. They censored anything involving tits and ass.
What was the point? Because there was so much unneeded fan service. So
yeah, there's so much tits and ass.
Yeah, what's the point of having the fan service if you're going to censor it out?
The thing too that pissed me off with her character, though, I was trying to say before, was like, you kind of feel bad for her wanting the fact that she wants to have sex and all that stuff, but then they make it for a joke because it's like,
yeah,
it's just supposed to feel sad for her because she wants it just because she knows that she's probably gonna die pretty soon. She's probably not gonna live very long, so she wants to experience love and sex. But then they use it as comedy relief.
Yeah, it was a comedy thing.
It doesn't work. It's not. You can't do that. You can't have both.
Yeah, they're trying to make you feel something for the characters, but at the same time they're making it a comedy. And this is a problem that's actually a trend I've noticed, is that they try and do something serious, and then they use it as a comedic bit later.
Yeah.
And it's a trend that's really starting to screw things up in anime.
It's mostly a trend in bad anime. Well.
Yeah, yeah, it's mostly in bad anime that do it.
Didn't the girl that was always talking through her little computer finally
Yeah, she gave up.
Oh, that was the most annoying thing ever.
She gave up her power.
No, she can temporarily do it though. She can turn it on and off at any time.
Yeah, that was they actually mentioned that earlier in the series.
Yeah,
I think it's like episode 2 or 3. They meant Kazumi mentions
something like that.
Mentions this Connie, you can move if you want to. And Connor's like, don't you dare fucking say anything
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's and like, really.
She finally gets up and
and she gets and she dies. Okay. She gets like, right? Does she get super hard?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't die. No. She was getting like crushed a little bit. Then superpower, Superman, away, all that stuff.
I didn't know she can fly until that very.
Super schoolgirl, away.
Yeah, she's not supposed to fly. Not supposed to, but she did. But yeah, that was broom handle. I don't know.
It was a fucking mess.
Can we talk about something positive? Like, what's a good show?
A good show from this season, besides Zanki no Terror?
I mean, no, last season.
Last season. I'd argue Black Bullet, but we could argue that all night.
No, we can't do Black Bullet because
that was average. I feel.
Yeah, it had some really good. Great, but the execution was poor.
And it was sped up at some points. That was the weirdest part about it too. If I want to mention one thing about it is. At first, it's like boom, like it's moving at like a pace of a bullet. And then it's like, hold on, we're gonna walk now.
Yeah, it's like had
like the rest of the season
had massive pacing issues. That was the theme of this season.
That describes it the best, though. It's like bullet for first 3 or 4 episodes, then just let's walk at the rest.
Well, I think what happened is they ran out of source material.
Because they did everything in the first 3 episodes.
They blew through all their source material.
Yeah.
So that's what I heard as well.
Yeah. So there was.
I think we talked about that too.
Yeah, we've talked about that before, I think.
What about 1 Week Friends?
I didn't watch it 1 Week Friends actually.
Watch it, jackass.
It's such. If you haven't seen 1 Week Friends, it's one of those really like cute, innocent love story, in a way.
Yeah.
Like, it's adorable. It has feels.
Oh, Kawaii Complex.
Oh, Kawaii Complex was so
good. Hold on. 1 Week Friends is like the innocent version of Kawaii Complex, in a way.
Kawaii Complex was so good.
Made by Brainspace, both of them.
Oh, they were both made by Brainspace.
Yep.
Which is the surprising part that they had 2 really good shows the same season.
Kawaii Complex was fantastic.
Kawaii Complex was
That was probably that was my pick for one of the top anime of the season. It was so good.
The fact when everybody's top 5 list for the most part, everyone that saw 1 Week Friends anyways, because that was on less people's radar. But everyone that saw both, the fact that was on like everybody's like top 5 list. is like a huge thumbs up for them. Like,
yeah, because they did two really successful, really good series.
And they're both like slice of life-ish, and no, that usually doesn't romance slice of life, and that doesn't really do slice of life doesn't really do well. But for two made by the same studio, that's pretty good.
It was so good. Kawaii Complex was just.
You would like one of it. It's so cute.
All right, I'll look into it.
It's like a more innocent version of Kawaii Complex in a way, because
the main character gets frustrating at times, but it's a very cute show.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
and then there's feels, it's good.
The art style I like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I love the art style for Kawaii Complex too. It's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. They have that same lighting, that really bright lighting that they have. So
nice.
It's beautiful.
That makes everything look better. If you notice, like a lot of the really good looking anime are always bright.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why, because I don't know if it's technically better, but it just looks better. Whether it actually is better, but it just looks better.
Mm-hmm.
Chico is another fantastic series.
Oh yeah, that was
so good. Dude, the twist, you haven't watched it, right?
I have seen...
Have you seen the end of it?
The ending with the floating castle?
Yeah, the end of that. I love the twist where they kill off Gillette, and then Vivi becomes another
Is he really
Chico.
dead?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Is he really dead? We don't
don't
see
know.
his body. We don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's the thing too. I think that was like a big surprise too for everybody.
I didn't see that coming at all.
At least on the U.S. side of things, like.
Right. Well.
Yeah.
Like I haven't read any of the source material. But I did not see that coming. I didn't see Vivi becoming.
Oh yeah, when she became Chico, I was like, what?
That was freaking sick.
What is going on? Give me the next one.
Oh god. At least we only have to wait one season for that.
Yeah. And here's the thing though. I used to hate Chico because of the eyebrows.
Oh.
But I got over it and I loved it.
Yeah, here's the thing: if you want to watch Chica and you haven't yet, wait until the end of this season.
Marathon
and marathon it within like a week.
And because it's like I'm like waiting. It's too intense.
And give it 4 episodes because the pacing's a little slow in the first 3. It takes some time to get going, but that's just the way that the mangaka writes. Just the way that he does the writing. Because Scrap Princess has the same issue. So, but it's so wonderfully crafted. The world is great. Everything's fleshed out. His weapon design's great. I love his weapon design.
It's really nice.
As we said before, though, after that, the pacing becomes really, really good.
Yeah, it kicks in really well.
So.
And the OP and the ED are good. But that can also be said of Kawaii Cell, actually. And both those OPs and EDs are great.
It was actually a really good season for the most part.
Yeah, there was there were some disappointments, but overall it was a very good season. Yeah.
Was there any other shows?
I liked Hike. That was pretty good to me. A lot of people liked Baby Steps. I know that. A lot of people liked Ping Pong.
Ping Pong's been getting hyped through the roof. I just haven't bothered to pick it up.
I can't watch. I don't like.
I can't watch Rotoscope. I can't.
Well, I don't think it's Rotoscope. I think it's partial Rotoscope and just a strange art style.
Yeah.
I just can't watch that though. It does. I lose interest too fast. It might be bad of me. Like, oh, not real anime fan or like whatever. But I can't. Everyone has their own things. Like I hated Attack on Titans for a little bit.
Oh god.
Same here.
Action is so good, but everything else it's like.
I didn't like the art style for Attack on Titan.
My biggest problem is that the lines are really heavy in Attack on Titan, and it's a stylistic choice that really stood out to me, not necessarily in a good way.
Yeah, once you get used to it, it's okay, and the action is really good though.
Yeah.
But at first you're like,
it's very jarring.
Yeah, you're like,
because it doesn't look like anything else.
Because it looks anime, but then you have like those really dark lines that you're not used to, and
for some reason the dark lines make you feel like age is kind of weird. Like at first, like when he first like opens his eyes there, I'm like, he felt a lot older than he actually was when he got up. So like. There's just a lot of weird stuff that goes on with it. You can't really... It's just... I didn't like it. I did not like that at first. I got used to it, and it was worth getting used past that. But that's on a lot lower level than the Ping Pong style. That's a little more...
What else was there from last season?
We did
Captain Earth, but that was...
I didn't watch Captain Earth.
Captain Earth... Let me say I was really hyped up for Captain Earth. Because Bones was doing it, and...
Bones was a good mecha, if I recall properly.
Yeah. Their design of the mecha was really good, but the thing was, the thing that kind of ruined it was the lack of character.
Did it have
Bones
mecha? Did it have generic mecha characters?
It had bland characters.
Yeah.
Like, you had your main character, he's the captain, but he was very bland. The only one that had character was... What's her name? Akari? Is that her name?
Yeah,
the computer girl.
Goddess,
the one that
she calls herself.
She calls herself like a computer. I don't know.
Superhero or something, or
yeah.
magical girl.
Magical girl. Yeah. She was the only one that had character in the whole series. The main ones didn't.
What's the other girl with the huge knockers? That's like 14 though.
The one that has pits. The little squirrel. I don't remember her name.
She is like a cardboard cutout of Eureka, except make her younger and like more innocent. Because you find out later on Eureka's not pretty innocent if you watch that one, but that's basically her, except give her some drugs and longer hair.
Yeah. I'm sure this character isn't as innocent because I mean she has these her squirrel.
No, if you watch all of Eureka, you'd be like, it's exact cutout except what I said. Like it's so far at least. I don't know. It could change that. I don't know, but it's very similar. I don't know if
is that one still ongoing?
Source material. Yeah, I believe so.
It's still.
Well, I never picked it up. I don't really have any interest in it. It didn't strike me as particularly interesting.
It's kind of upsetting. In winter season, that Bones did. Spirits, souls, whatever. Starts with an N, I believe, wasn't it?
I don't know.
That was winter season?
Yes.
Bones did something winter?
Yes. It was on Funimation only. Remember?
It wasn't Noragami, was it?
Yeah, that was on there.
Was it Noragami?
Yeah, Noragami.
Oh,
okay, which I
didn't know they did that. I didn't.
Yeah, that's both.
Yes.
Yeah.
After that, having Captain Earth was a little upsetting because Noragami was so good.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't watched Noragami either, but I've heard it was excellent.
It was good.
Yes, it was.
Aside from Akari being, really an actual character and having character, the opening and the ending of the show is really good too. It's well done. I don't know if you've ever seen the opening.
I think I have.
If you have seen it, it's like amazing. But then you get to the show, you're like, it's not like horrible. It's not horrible. It has a good story. It's just that when your characters lack depth, it's not as fun. There's not a lot of character development from what I'm noticing, except for Akari.
Are character driven. So if your characters are crap or bland, the series is going to be bland.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And they try to do the mysterious character thing, which if you're gonna do that for any character, you need to have all the other characters be very, very have enough depth and enough substance that you can look past that one character being like that, and then instead of annoyance. They don't have that. There's a lot of issues character wise. Story wise, it's interesting though.
Yeah, the first episode was really good because
very well paced too.
Yeah, but then afterwards it just kind of got all the same thing.
Well, it's all right, guys. We have Al Noah Zero this season. I haven't watched it yet, but apparently it is excellent.
Is it?
So I need to watch the first episode because I'm doing a first impression of that. I just haven't watched it yet because I need to take notes. So
it's. I feel like anime has been doing better and better slowly right now.
Yeah, there's been consistently good anime for the past. Like, last season was good. Winter was 50-50, but there's still some good stuff in winter.
Like Nagiasu.
Nagiasu was a continuation, but Nagiasu was
that
fantastic.
Still counts to me.
Yeah,
Speaking of Nagiasu, you guys can safely not watch Glass Lip.
Don't watch Glass Lip?
You can. It's extremely bland, and they're...
But it has chickens.
True Tears had chickens.
Hey man, I already tweeted at Holden Reviews, my man Holden, who I've never met. Am I doing it right? Hashtag anime cocks are rare. It's a screen grab of one of the chickens from Glasslight. So I already made my joke.
I don't know, because
one of the only other ones is True Tears that has them.
Yeah.
It's extremely bland. The characters are uninteresting to me. They are very heavy-handed with the drama aspect of the series already. Like Nagiasu at least kind of eases you into it.
Episodes is it?
One. I watched one episode. Apparently, it gets even heavier in the second episode.
I still have to watch it.
Yeah, so
I want to watch it just because how good it's gonna look.
It looks gorgeous.
Just because it's PA Works, and I think that
they can orgasm on a screen.
Yeah,
I think it'll make a good AMV.
It's very pretty, but very bland.
Oh yeah,
which is unfortunate.
It's AMV worthy
because Nagiasu was gorgeous and it had the depth that you needed to be a good series.
PA Works are like. They're like the Jesus of anime, like when it comes to animation.
When it comes to animation.
It's a tie for me between PA Works and Ufotable, because Ufotable always looks good, but they don't put out shit.
I can't really remember any PA
Fate Zero is Ufotable, but for other PA Works stuff,
Another was pretty good. It's pretty bloody.
That was like the one.
It was bloody. The blood was pretty.
It was. I think part of the reason that one wasn't like as amazing as some of the other ones because of the kind of show it was.
Yeah.
But they still had like a good style to it.
Yeah.
They know how to. They know their
But
thing.
when they pick shows that use colors that are gonna have like certain good settings,
Like
it's
Nagiyasu.
So
Nagiyasu
good.
had such a great setting because you had like,
Nagiyasu was fantastic.
The setting too. You could take screenshots of any point in that show and it looks amazing.
and you can use that as a desktop background.
Yeah,
It's insane. Like the Blu-rays of that are gonna look
Oh
gorgeous.
my God.
I need that. I need that in my life.
I need that in my life.
I'm gonna buy it first.
I'll be buying that, and I'll be buying Zankia no Terror.
What else? What else
longer.
was it last
God.
season? I'm trying to remember.
Okay,
I haven't watched anime in so long.
Really wasn't too much else I can think of that stands out.
True Tears was done by PA Works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they did Kanan, which is another really good series. Looks gorgeous.
So that one looked pretty.
Really, yeah, it looks great. Really good plot as well.
I can't think
It's
of
also done by
anything-
Type Moon.
Yeah, I can't think of anything bad done by them.
Angel Beats, Hanasakura Roha, another Tari Tari. Oh, Red Data Girl,
I don't know that one.
Yeah, I never heard
which
of
is it's very bland. Unfortunately, had really good plot, had really good concept. Absolutely garbage.
So I'm guessing like PA
Except
Works
it-
has like
and
up and
except it
downs
failed.
when it comes to their series. They had True Tears, which is I don't know, because they had another which
So,
was pretty good.
They still have a pretty good.
Yeah,
Like,
overall they
track
have
record.
they have a really good track record.
like 90% of the time, it's gonna look amazing.
Yeah, like it always looks good. I haven't seen anything done by PA Works that looks bad. It's just that their plots are 50-50. They do a lot of slice of life with minor fantastical elements
And romance usually.
and drama, slice of life, minor fantastical elements, and when done right, that's good. But
They
Otherwise-
know
this
what
time
they're
around,
good
it's like
at.
they're falling flat. I will give it 3 episodes,
As
still-
always.
Yeah.
as always.
Anything else from last season that you can remember?
Oh, I'm sure there's something I'm forgetting.
There's something that I'm definitely forgetting.
Irregular at Magical High School.
Incest at Magical High School.
They're not related. It's not incest.
Still incest.
Well, it can't be.
It's
Well, like-
it's crap. Okay, it's not.
It's-
great.
I'm still enjoying it for what it is. Like, the pacing is garbage. There's too much exposition.
There's-
The combat sequences look great.
The
mu-
characters
music
are
is
too
fantastic.
The characters are
A lot of
too
the
cut
characters
A
out.
are-
lot of the characters are bland. I will give you that.
They're like just cookie cutter characters, especially that I don't like the main character that much.
This is the one thing I hate about YouTube. It turns you into such like a cynical asshole when it comes to like how much you enjoy stuff.
Like,
Except for me because I love Broomhandle's ending.
I still absolutely love the series, but it's not one I'd recommend to most people.
yeah, when people start asking for your recommendation, you have to be
I
that
say no.
cynical jerk. It's
No,
like,
I would not.
it's
I
garbage.
would overall not recommend watching Mahoka at this point. It's just not. If you enjoy a lot of exposition with with relatively decent characters, some characters, and really good soundtrack and okay plot, then go for it. But there's other series you can watch that'll be better. I've already watched half of it. I'm going to watch the other half at this point because I want to see what happens.
Go watch Code Geass if you want something like that.
I
That's
can't. I feel like my eyes are being stabbed out by Lelouch's chin. Like
You can move past that so
If
fast.
you can move past
Chaika's
Chaika's
eyebrows.
eyebrows.
well, I've already
You can
seen
move
the characters
past.
with crazy eyebrows. That doesn't bother me.
No, that is one of the best shows ever.
Okay, I will make an attempt at it. That's from the period of anime where I didn't really watch a ton.
That's
You
right
know,
before I
the
quit
design
watching.
for it was done by
Clamp.
Clamp, which their style with elongated
Oh, God,
bodies
my
and
eyes.
stuff. But they have pretty designs at the same time. It's like you kind of gotta get used
It's
to it.
100% plot though, especially the first season.
Yeah.
Second season, you'd watch it mostly for the ending.
Mm-hmm.
There's some good moments in that besides that, but first season, so good.
Okay, I'll take a stab at it. It's just
Yeah.
that's one of those I have to have time to do it as well.
I own all of it, so.
I think I own one of the sections of it I got from a mystery box.
It's not bad, honestly.
That's actually a
It's-
pretty good
it's-
mystery
it's-
box grab.
Yeah.
I got that and some Gundam 00. And, it was actually a really good mystery box grab.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Yeah, so.
But otherwise, last season was pretty good. Had some decent stuff.
It had some disappointments.
I
a lot.
didn't-
Fall should be fun this year, too.
Fall's gonna be insane.
Log
because-
Horizon.
Which one?
Log Horizon.
Log Horizon. Yep, Log Horizon season
Shaika 2.
Shaika
Shaika
2.
Kuroko's probably coming out.
Most likely.
Kuroko hasn't been announced yet. We don't
Probably
know.
But
not.
most likely,
It's possible.
It's either that or winter. And that,
Yeah.
either way it goes, it's coming soon enough,
Log
where,
Horizon.
especially compared to like the first and second distance, just
Yeah,
being
I
that
can
much
see
closer, everyone's getting more hyped up.
Yeah, Log Horizon, Chica, Face Day Night Remake, which I can't even tell you how ready I am. I can't even begin to tell you how I am for this.
He is jizzing as we speak.
Just like massive raging, just anything Ufotable does will look gorgeous. Just I can't even.
That's probably why they don't do much though. Is like they're like, I need to know this is going to be amazing.
Like they have a movie that hasn't come out to the States yet, and I'm waiting for it to show up somehow because it's still in theaters in Japan, and it looks amazing. Let's see what else. Like those are the 3 big ones. Oh, Psychopath season 2, but I'm less excited about that than I was. Gennaro Robucci's not going to be involved with it, so I don't know if I'm excited for that or not.
I'm saying there's nothing. It hasn't been a season yet where there's not something to be excited about.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember a show, No Game No Life.
Yeah.
Oh,
No Game No Life.
geez, how did we forget that?
How did we forget one of the best shows this season?
Especially from just a visual standpoint. Although, who was it?
Did you get used to the red? I got used to the red.
Yeah, I did get used to it, and I actually started to really like it.
I never got a headache. I don't get why people were complaining about that.
It's an acquired art style. Some people don't like it, and you're welcome to not like it. But I think that the show carried itself very well.
It was fantastic.
Just need more.
I don't know if because is this a series that?
It is ongoing. In manga form.
Okay.
I will say that if you want my full opinion, I think that Arcada of Glass Reflection actually did a really good review, and that basically sums it up.
Yeah. The only thing I don't agree with is I would still buy the series.
Yeah, I
would still own it because it is.
Yeah, it's still good enough to buy. It's just. I get understand. Like, he doesn't want to for something that feels like incomplete stuff.
Well, it is incomplete.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, so that's another one that got done that I'm just going to toss onto my pile of it needs a second season.
And need to buy.
High School of the Dead, please.
High School of the Dead needs another season.
That has been the biggest troll anime ever. Because there's so many people out there still nowadays that don't know shit about what happens with anime, what's coming out next season. There's so many people that are can go on YouTube comments and be like, oh yeah, it's been confirmed, it's coming out soon, and people just believe it, and it's the best thing ever. It's the biggest troll anime out there.
You know what I want a second season of? So I can get some closure, so I can just move on with my life? Maho Senso. I want that second season, man. I know that sales do not support it because it was the sales figures were god awful, but I want that second season so bad.
I want it too, just because it was so
awful.
It was on comparison with what were we just talking about? Yes, RandomSama613.
Oh man,
those are the only two that you can compare. Those were probably the worst anime that's been out with it. Has came out in the last
I'd say Maho Senso is better.
9 months or something.
I would say Magical Warfare was better.
Slightly.
Only because I think that
travel back in time.
The I'd say that the combat sequences made Maho Senso a better anime.
Have you noticed all the crap ones there's some sort of time time loop?
Except for Steins Gate, that was good.
Yeah, but all the crap ones recently, really recently.
That ending of Maho Senso was the biggest crock of shit.
Watch it, you guys.
God, it is the biggest troll ever. And then I'd like a second season of Unbreakable Machine Doll just to finish that, but that was, again, not a great series.
I love how they had the balls, too, in Maho Senso to, be like, come back for season 2, and it was that bad. They had the balls to do it still, though.
It's like, they're not going to get funding for season 2.
Kickstart it. I will donate everything I own.
I'll give them $1.
I kind of want to know what will happen, though, but at the same time...
Well, we can read light novels. Or manga, I don't know which it has.
Reading.
I don't know about that.
Sheena doesn't read.
If I'm gonna put in the effort to finish that, I want to watch it. Not read
exactly.
It. It's not worth the reading effort.
No, that series was just so bad.
It was magical, high school, other dimension.
It had a decent idea behind it.
Every decent idea never goes far.
Seems to fall flat.
Seems to have a moron behind it recently.
But
oh well.
Yeah, so No Game No Life, that was also really good. I love. Oh! I did pre-order a Shiro statue.
The Good Smile Shiro
the
figure.
figurine. Oh my god, it is beautiful. I don't know if you guys have seen it, But she's basically, was she sitting on a? She was sitting on a.
It's the cover to the first.
chessboard.
It's the cover to the first Japanese issue of the manga.
Yeah, that one.
It's that pose.
I
It's
bought.
so pretty.
I bought that one, pre-ordered it. I'm so excited to get it. It's not gonna get in until like January.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, anything from Good Smile, they let you start pre-ordering like 9 months out. It's ridiculous.
But I went and got it. I was like, I want this so bad.
Plus, they put on some sort of sale. That's
On
why.
Crunchyroll.
Yeah,
For
they had
like,
it-
it was like what 85, if I recall.
It's still about 90.
yeah,
I still
which
paid
is
about
Which is
90.
really good because Good Smile figures usually go for like 130, 140. So that's a really
Yeah,
good
so
deal.
I'm excited to get that. I'm gonna probably show it off when I get it.
You know something that's annoying me? Have you seen the comments on YouTube that are like saying that like anime's going downhill actually? Because keep in mind, mostly people saying this are probably people that started like with Attack on Titan and Sword Art.
Yeah, well, Sword Art was kind of a...
Sword Art was pretty.
Well, no,
Yeah,
but
I get that.
have you seen those comments though?
I see them occasionally.
It annoys me so much. I'm like, do you realize the void? Do you remember the void?
The
Yeah, that was
void.
like mid-2000s if I recall, right? Where there was just garbage.
Late
Mid to
2000s.
It was mid to late, yeah. I remember that void. That was...
Like after like
Mid 2007 to like 2010.
Yeah, I think what
Was,
broke
like,
I think what
somewhere.
broke that void would be Bakemonogatari actually.
For a lot of people, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, that was what broke the void for me, which we
for me it was actually, to be honest, for me it was Sword Art and Attack on Titan.
that was like
Not too long ago.
yeah, I was like last
Yeah,
week.
for me it was Sword Art because I saw a lot of AMVs with it and I wanted to look into it because the premise sounded interesting, and the premise was enough to get me in. And after that, it was like, well, I'm back on the train because I just experienced anime
Birds
again.
and Blood Trail came out in that period in like 2009 as well. That was another good. But I don't watch that until they're dubbed because Black Lagoon, the dub is so good. The dub cast is so fantastic.
I'm just sad that it's bleeped out on adults.
Wow.
But you know what? It's okay. It's cable television.
When did Black Lagoon come out again?
2006.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it came out towards the end of right before the Void.
Yeah, like
The Void.
yeah.
If anybody remembers that, like I literally was gone for the whole Void and like a year and a half even after the Void was over.
Yeah, I was gone between like 2003 and 2009,
Oh, wow.
2008, somewhere in there. Like I'm missing stuff from in there.
You
Yeah,
missed
you
a
did.
good 4 years of decent anime.
Yeah.
Like I'm still cleaning up after that.
You pay for it.
Like I'm working on it.
You came back a little too early and you left a little too early.
But yeah, that's pretty much all we had to talk about, right?
Yeah, I got nothing else.
All right, random plug. yourself.
I'm RandomSama613 of Anime Opinions. You can find me on Twitter at RandomSama613, where I tweet out my feels about whatever anime I'm watching, which usually is weekly. If I don't do a first impression of it. I have my YouTube channel, youtube.com/IHaveAnimeOpinions, where I give you my opinions on anime, or I'll do a loot crate, or something like that. My content's going to be a little more irregular just because I'm extremely busy. I'm going to be starting school in August, so my content's going to be even more sparse at that point. You can find me on Tumblr at randomsama613.tumblr.com. You can find me on ask.fm at randomsama613. You can find me on Hummingbird at randomsama613. I think you're catching the drift where you can find me. Instagram is also randomsama613. And yeah.
Could be a little more, innovative.
Yeah.
I think Ray's bringing us something.
Oh no.
Outro here.
Colin?
Yes.
This is sake.
Body sake. It's
Or-
unfiltered sake.
Ready?
I don't know if I can do.
Kanpai? Broker.
I'm dead. I should not show my face when I'm drinking. Oh my god.
Worth it?
Worth it.
Oh, that was so good. I'm getting red. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you all next time.